The calendar turns to March, and it's another weekend at West Point as tennis is getting ready for Patriot Leagues in a couple of weekends. Both the men's and women's team are in action this weekend. The women got started a little bit early on the weekend on Thursday against Southeast Louisiana, before they have big matchups with Marist and Quinnipiac, as the Black Knights are going to look to continue the momentum they've built in the non-conference season as Patriot Leagues are right around the corner.
Well, I think it's important that we do well this weekend and kind of give us momentum into the next half. I mean, basically after spring break, we really go into our conference competition. So it'd be nice to go in with some momentum and so forth. And, you know, the teams we're pretty evenly matched with some of those teams, so we're going to have to play. It's going to be challenging, but I think we can do it. Well, I think the schedule's worked out pretty well, where every weekend I'm able to move my lineup around and give everyone an opportunity. I think the strength of our team is there's a lot of parity. You know, we're pretty even throughout the lineup. And ultimately, haven't done this a long time. The team that's the healthiest in April is the team that has the best chance to win the championship. So this allows us not to overplay certain players and give everybody some experience.
Now the men's tennis team, they're taking on St. Bonaventure and Fordham. They're coming off a very successful weekend last weekend where they won 3 matches. Coach Jim Poling wants to see them build as their non-conference is coming to a close soon too. The big key for the men's team, win that doubles point and get off to a good start.
Well, they played well. They fought hard. What we did this year was we scheduled 6 really good teams. And so I think it paid off because after playing those 6 guys, we played very well against Air Force. And then this past weekend, we won 3 matches. And there are 3 good teams. NJIT is good, Bryant's good, and Stony Brook is good. So our guys played well. They competed hard. We played good doubles. We had a great comeback against NGIT. We were down love 40. We were up 6-5, down love 40. Won 5 points in a row and won the game. So it was great. That was a match.
The Army men's lacrosse team is coming off one of their biggest upset wins in program history when they were able to knock off number 6 Syracuse by a final of 14-13. The win was able to catapult the Black Knights into the national rankings 15th and 16th, depending on which poll you're looking at, as Army starts Patriot League play this weekend when Lafayette comes to town.
Certainly, you know, every game has got a new life. Every team is its own entity, you know. So we don't really look too much back at the past and how we did against them or what the series record. That has little bearing on what's going to happen at noon in Mikey. So you know, we're just trying to break them down and what they have: a real veteran attack, some guys that can score. Their goaltender is played a little bit for them late last year, and he seems to be a really good stopper too. So those are some big pieces for them, and they've got a little bit of experience in the midfield too. So you know, we know that they're going to be this is going to be a big game. You know, you only get 8 of them in the Patriot League, and you can't afford to let one go. So our guys are going to be fired up.
And the Army wrestling team is at the EIWA Championships this weekend at Bucknell out in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. The 2 big Black Knight names, Logan Everett at 141 and Russell Parsons at 157. Both of them are nationally ranked and have had success in this tournament in past years. But Army's also looking to a couple of unranked wrestlers who could make a name for self in this tournament. Head coach Kevin Ward wants Everett, Parsons, and the other upperclassmen to try and impose some experience on the underclassmen as they start to get their first EIWA experience.
Yeah, I think it's important after the type of season and with the schedule that we've had, getting that weekend off before the conference tournament. It's a chance to get guys healthy again. I don't think anyone this time of year, a team goes into a tournament with all 10 guys completely healthy. But we do the best we can, getting guys as healthy as we can going into the tournament and get rested up and get that last kind of push in our training before the conference tournament. I mean, I think you look at, you know, the 3 seniors that have really led our team this year with Russell Parsons, Logan Everett, and Sam Imanode. Those guys have all done a really fantastic job all year. They earned spots for our conference for the national tournament. They all have a chance to go in and win this tournament in their respective weight classes. And I think for us, the big story is going to be what other guys can we have that kind of wrestle, you know, to what we think is their potential and go take a spot that they weren't given yet. So guys that wrestle above their seed, for us, is really going to be the story of the tournament. If we can have multiple individuals go wrestle above their seed and get some spots for the national tournament.
Teams in action on the road this week can include the baseball and the softball team. Baseball taking on High Point on the road, while softball's down in Virginia taking on Fairfield, George Mason, and Columbia. The Army women's lacrosse team will be at Quinnipiac, And the gymnastics team will be up in Massachusetts at Springfield in a tri-meet as they take on Springfield and Navy. That's going to do it for your weekend preview. For Night Vision, I'm Zach Daly.